All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming to this meeting. I really appreciate you taking the time. I'm very excited about this trip. You all know me. I'm Jody Potiker, lesbian, lesbian getaways. um, and this trip, this is my second year doing Costa Rica. Um, and I decided planning and traveling alone, planning a whole trip alone isn't as much fun as having a buddy to do it with. And so after being in Greece last year, I've seen Claire around in Greece, and said hello and we were friendly. But we never really connected. And then last year we connected. Unfortunately, I was sick again, and she was just so kind to me also and so nurturing. And, when you're vulnerable, it really makes a difference when someone is just, let me bring you something. What can I do for you today? And so, so kind. And I had an Akashic record reading from her. Hi, Donna. There's my sis in Hawaii. And it was a
Hello.
phenomenal reading,
Yeah.
and she's a phenomenal person, and I'm really excited that she said yes to my invitation to lead this with me. So, hello to Claire. And here's Chrisser. Chrisser's my Danish friend. So, it's so fun. These are people that I've met at the festival in Greece, and now they might do some other trips. So, super fun. Thank you, Chrisser. My apologies to Chrisser. Hi, and Brigitte, because I just kind of thought you would be knowing about the meeting, and then all of a sudden I realized, uh-oh, you might not know. So my apologies. So sorry. And thank you for your
That's-
good sportsmanship to just with moments notice. You are muted, Chrisser.
And I did send a
Hi.
note right away
To
to
Natalie.
Natalie, but I'm not sure what she's
Thank you.
doing today.
Thank you so much. So we're just going to start with just a quick intro, where you're from, how you know about me and the trip, and your name, and maybe what's interesting to you about this trip. What interests you about it? So, Heidi, I'll just go across at my order on the screen. So, Heidi, you're first. Do you mind starting?
Hi, I'm Heidi. I live in Vancouver, Canada, and I'm originally from Switzerland. I met Jody last year in Scala Eresos on the island, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was there the year before as well. I
As
went on
evident.
my own for the second time last year, so yeah, met lots of great people as well, including Claire and Jody.
Not Chrisser. So now you'll know Chrisser next year. Um, and what interests you about this
Oh.
trip?
Well, Costa Rica I always was talking about going there someday. And now that you um, introduced yourself and told me that you're organizing a trip, yeah, and because I'm just north of you, I thought it wouldn't be too complicated to get there.
Yeah,
But
we'll talk. We'll talk
it's a
about
big
that
but
later.
right now.
Okay. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. How about you, Vicky?
I'm Vicky. Hello. I met Joni a couple of years ago when she was doing one of these for the Greece trip. I've been to Greece like 10 years ago, favorite place ever. And so then she was doing that, but then I've had some dogs that weren't doing well and I ended up not going. And I haven't been to Costa Rica. So um, my dog passed. And so I thought, well, I can leave the house now
Oh gosh.
without worrying. So I'm thinking of going to Costa Rica because I've never been there. And then Jody showed up at CGA, the Conscious Girlfriend Academy. So I've gotten to know a little bit better just from your sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Brigitte?
Okay, so I'm Brigitte. I met right now. I'm in Paris for another day and a few hours. Then I'll be in Virginia for a month and a half. So I met Jody years ago, I mean, a few years ago on the trip to Greece. And then I did at least 3 times, I think, I've been to Greece with you,
Yes.
either in May or June, and then also in September in Lesbos for the festival. And I missed going to actually Costa Rica 2 times with different friends and or with my daughter. So I decided this time I'm going there. And I mentioned it to another friend of mine who lives in Virginia. Actually, I'm going to stay at her place for a little while. And she signed on. I just reminded her, but if she forgets, I'll tell her it was recorded so she'll be able to
Yes.
get some of the info for the travel things. Because
Yes.
I'm planning to be there a few days before, and I'm trying to work out the transport and all that. So
And let
anyway,
me help you. That's what I'm
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Awesome.
So anyway. I like traveling in groups and I like also traveling alone, but in groups, I have very much enjoyed Jody and how she thinks of the group, how she thinks in some of the scheduling and all that, and making time for everyone as we go, and very not girlfriend conscientious as far as intimate relationship, but as far as the whole group, she can be everyone's friend to help when we need something. So it's very it's been very healthy for me to travel that way, and I do enjoy that. So hence
Thank
spend
you,
more
Brigitte.
time with Jody.
Thank you, Brigitte. Thanks for being a frequent flyer.
Yeah.
Should give you reward points. How about you, Soraya?
I live in Western Massachusetts, though I'm not particularly a
Can you
Patriots
speak up
fan.
again? Same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I live in Western Massachusetts, though I said I'm not particularly a Patriots fan, so nobody has to be concerned about that. Um, I met Jody on spiritual journey to Teotihuacan in Mexico, and she really made the group be a group. The experiences were really powerful, but the leaders really didn't work on having us be connected with each other. We didn't even like say our names until like the fourth day in, and by then we kind of sort of we'd heard them, but we didn't know who was who. I mean, it was so Jody really rallied us all and made us be a group, and so we've kept in touch. And then when I heard about I there's a community in Costa Rica I visited and would like to move to, but I don't know the rest of the country at all. I've just gone and spent time at this community. So now I have plans. I'm going in about 3 weeks for about 3 months to really get to see the country. But driving and everything's like far away from each other because there's not really great roads or trains or so this trip, these 2 weeks are happening while I was gonna already be there. And I was thinking that I really need to spend more time in the community to really see if I really do want to move there or not. But I think that, seeing other parts of the country and not have to figure out, well, how do I get to Monteverde from where I'm staying, and it's like going to be an 8 hour, so I'm sort of reconsidering going and wanted to just hear all about it. And I was really thinking I would do both. Then I was thinking I was just going to do Greece, and now I'm back to thinking I might do both. And I'm
Awesome.
excited to hear about the Conscious Girlfriend um Academy. When you mentioned it yesterday, I looked it up online and I think I'm gonna sign up for that too. But
Let's talk. I'll talk to you more about that.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Really awesome. Thanks, Soraya. Thanks for what you said about Teotihuacan. It was
Oh,
a
it's
great
totally
experience. Thanks.
true. Yeah. I mean, and
Thank
also
you.
her pictures. She took really, really great pictures, better than anybody else's pictures. And that was another way, aside from like physically and energetically, like charging us up to each other. The pictures did a lot of that as well.
Thank
So
you.
I also planning a retreat to teach the work that I do, which I won't go into, but is something that I'm, kind of exploring. And I imagined actually having Jody there with me to take pictures and to also like add the energetic that does feel like a lot if I'm doing it all myself. So
Ah,
anyway.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Donna, did you want to pass because you're with other people and whatever? There's my sister Donna or a quick hello, perhaps. Donna knows people from Greece. Donna came to Greece twice now, which is really
Okay.
happy for me because I love my sister.
Okay, so we're here. I don't know if you can see me. Debbie's here too.
Okay,
There's
hi
Debbie.
Deb.
Hi.
Hi Deb. This is
We
Donna's
had a great
partner.
time in Greece, yeah.
Thank you. Are you on 39 years now, Debbie? I mean, do you guys 39?
September will be 40. We're
40
in our 40th. We'll
together.
complete our 40th.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
40 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our other people just left. They went to go explore a little bit in the rain here. And so we're staying here. We're trying to get on this meeting on the iPad, but it's not working for some reason. So we're on the phone.
Okay,
So if we're
awesome.
squinting, that's why. So we can only see a few people at a time. But anyway, yeah, we went to Greece with Jody,
Yeah.
had a blast.
Yeah, I had a really good time.
And yeah, so now we're looking at Costa Rica because we just like to have fun.
Yep.
Girls want to have fun. So
Yes. Girls just want to have fun and maybe learn a little bit while you're at it too. That's the extra bonus.
yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. And
Awesome.
meet
Thanks
nice
so much.
people.
We're in Hawaii right now,
Nice
having
people.
fun too, but
Yeah,
weather's
you're in
not very
Hawaii.
good.
Yeah, we're in Kauai, but it's raining today. So all right.
Thanks so much for coming on. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna mute.
Yeah.
But if you need me to talk, then give me a minute because I gotta figure out where the mute thing is. I still gotta.
Okay, no
Okay,
problem.
bye.
Christopher.
Yeah. Hi,
Here's Christopher.
everybody.
No, move your head over just a little bit. The light, go that way.
I
Yeah,
know
just
it's
block the
because
light.
I was going to bed, so it's quiet down.
Yeah. Go right there, right
I
there.
was,
Good. Okay. Yeah.
hello.
Because you're blocking the glow of the light behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chrissa, and I'm from Denmark, Copenhagen. I met Jody in Lesbos, as everybody else. And we had a great time. We had a good connection. I didn't join any of your tours, but I've heard about them. And then I was going to Costa Rica. I was planning a solo trip because I'm in a stage of my life which I really wanted to do something for myself. And then the magic would that I knew that Jody was going, or I actually didn't knew in the first time that it was in May. I was planning a trip, and then Jody was. So everything was, yeah.
In
So
alignment.
yeah, so I'm going to Costa Rica for 8 days before I'm joining the group. So I'm going to Uvita and Manu and Antonio first, and then I'll have a drive to Samara. And I'm really looking forward to
I'm so
meeting.
excited you're coming too.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So
We
it's my
always
first
try.
solo trip, so I'm very far from home. So it's a big thing for me. Yeah.
Yes. The festival's so busy and there's lots of people around, and we always like passing in the night. Come on, let's get together. Let's do this, that, this. And we just keep missing. So now we actually get to spend some time
Gonna be
together.
completely different. Yeah.
Really excited about that. And
Yeah.
last but very much not least, Mr. Bernadette Burns.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I am not, as I think Chris said, We all met each other in Greece. No, I'm from CGA, and I met Jody in person at one of the CGA retreats in Napa. And I've heard about these trips, and I've always wanted to go to Costa Rica and haven't gotten around to it. And so the idea also of doing these trips in community, it is interesting to me, makes it a different aspect and fun and adding to not just being some kind of group, but Jody's group, as it were.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thanks,
And I'm in
Bernadette.
Redwood City, California.
Okay, awesome.
Not far from where the Super Bowl is taking place in Santa Clara. I
It
used to live
is?
there too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Levi's Stadium is in Santa Clara,
Oh, I
next
always
to
remember
Great America.
1989 Candlestick Park Super Bowl
No
earthquake.
more. No more.
Remember? Yeah, I was there. So,
Okay,
um,
yeah.
thank you everyone for saying hi. I think it's important. Oh, then we're going to come to Claire, of course. It's important because a lot of the trips, it's not just about tootling around and seeing Costa Rica and doing fun activities. It really is about us and connecting with each other and making lasting friends. And I know that that definitely happens on the trips. And to me, that's my thing because, otherwise, I've gone on a lot of trips myself and they just kind of they live in the future. When you look back, they live as just like a nice memory kind of thing. Oh, that was nice. France was nice or whatever. But I think when you have the connections, it lives in your heart and it lives on in a different way. So that's always my number one goal. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. And it's great because I like to match up. Like in Greece, I match with Demetra, and Demetra brings a whole other realm than what I bring, so that we get to balance each other off and sometimes have little things about, which is really fun. So, Claire brings a whole other aspect to the trip, which is really exciting for me. And I think what I'm going to do is give her a chance, but does that feel good? You can introduce yourself. Tell us, you know, I was going to say, tell us how amazing you are, but that's not who she is. So I'm probably going to have to tell you how amazing she is. Um, but if you tell us about yourself and what your background is, and basically, I said let's do something on the trip that's not just touring around, some way that we can learn and grow, and have a deeper experience. And we did kind of make this. I wanted to make it a little optional, so in case there's anybody that isn't drawn to this particular kind of work, it's okay because you can go down and boogie board and you can participate in whatever you want, whatever draws you, and not in whatever you don't, and that's okay too. So but it's going to be available, the program Realigning Your Inner Compass, and we came up with that name together, which was really fun because we just went back and forth and then Realigning Your Inner Compass. So okay, take it away, Claire.
Yeah, thank you, Jody. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. And I couldn't agree more with what Jody just said. It's really about um, creating a group. So it's not just touring around and go on a vacation. We can all do that, but it's really about um, holding space for each other, taking care of each other, and creating memories that, yes, will live in our hearts. So there is something else about it, I think, that I personally look forward to. Um, it's an honor for me to be co-facilitating with Jody this trip in Costa Rica. I actually have been in Costa Rica before. That was 9 years ago already, with my sister and niece. My niece was about 7 years old back then, and we had a great time. So I'm looking forward to going back to Costa Rica for a completely new experience. I've been living in Latin America, or I lived in Latin America for almost 10 years in my life, specifically in Mexico. And I know Teotihuacan, of course, that you have mentioned. So I also very happy to speak Spanish if that's the case with, the locals. As you can hear, I am originally from France. I lived in Portugal for the last 6 years, and I'm actually now based and established in France again. I met Jodie in Greece about 2 years ago, uh, during my first visit in Lesbos. And we briefly connected among all the other people that were around. And as she said, it's really this year, last September, that we got to know each other a bit better, and that we connected and did some work together as well. So when she invited me to join, I had a green light right away, and it felt very aligned with my inner compass. Just in a nutshell about me, I'm a leadership coach. I actually work with platforms that are based in the US, but it's a global company, so we work with people and leaders all across the world. So my approach blends grounded guidance with intuitive listening and Akashic tools practice, or Akashic inspired practice. And with the Akashic, what we do is it tells a story about ourselves, about the path of our soul, about what are the next steps that we could potentially take in alignment with our soul and our path. So those guidances and workshops in circles will be available during the retreat. As Jody said, the retreat, I think it's also a way to pamper herself, to take care of herself. We can pick and choose what resonates with us. There will be explorations, there will be a bit of adventure, there will be connection and fun all together. So that's the idea of it. The first week will be dedicated to us to listen, to remember, to create a safe space, and this unveil and reveal. And the second week is the title is From Inspiration to Creation, and it helps us to bring intentionality in our life, or practical tools that we can then take with us to navigate our daily life, if that makes sense.
Claire,
Yeah,
I would like to, if it's okay with you, is it okay if I talk about the logistics of the trip first? We've had a request if I can do that first because Dawn and Debbie are going to have to go, and they want to make sure that they hear that part. So
of
that
course.
works for everybody. Okay, you're okay because it's late. It's late for her right now, so I want to make sure you're okay with that.
For me and Chrissy as well. It's in Brigitte. Yeah,
Right,
it's okay. Yeah,
right, right. And Brigitte, is that work for you guys? Well, you're probably going to want to hear the whole thing, I have a feeling anyway.
Yeah, and
So.
Natalie showed up too. So
Yes, I know. Yes, Natalie, I'm sorry that you missed the introductions. You'll be able to listen to them on the recording, but would you mind just briefly introducing yourself and basically saying what interests you about this trip?
you
Oh,
need to unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Brigitte. She's the reason she's dragging me into this.
ha ha ha.
We met here. I live in Virginia. I'm French. Grew up in France, and just she comes and visit me. We met here at French meetups, and I've been interested in going through some stuff, and I think this is an opportunity to me to look at things a bit differently.
Awesome. So I think the realigning with your inner compass is going to be right in store for you, right?
That's going to be a big thing for me, yes.
Yeah, that's great. Getting back on track. There's so many things right now that are like blowing us all over the place. And
Yeah.
having a chance to just find, where is your path, where is your alignment, and like get into the groove again is
Yeah, I have a lot of
well.
decisions to make, and I need to get some clarity on all of that stuff.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So let me talk just a little bit about the actual nuts and bolts of the trip. Um, so most people will arrive in Liberia. I always want to say Liberia, but it's not. It's Liberia. Um, Chris, the international gals are coming into San Jose and transferring over. Um, and from Liberia, it's about a 2.5 hour drive to Samara, which is on the south coast on the beach. And I got connected with this whole place because I found a post from this woman that I just loved her wording. I loved her website. I love how she spoke. And I felt like, did I write this or did she write this? Like, who is this person? And I just decided to reach out to her to say hello. And we just had an instant bonding and connection. And she grew up in Utah. She bought the Phoenix Resort. So there's a house, the casa, and then a small hotel basically with 6 rooms and a pool in front, and then the sand and the water. So it's just right on the water. Summer is a pretty nice little town. It's the kind of town, if you were going to move to Costa Rica, it might be a great choice. There's patriots, from all different places that move there. It's very small, but it seems to just have everything that you need. It's very friendly, enough fun restaurants to go out. For food in Costa Rica, you'll see I'm going to show some pictures at the end, but I love food and I love taking pictures of good food. So just to give you a sense of the food is every meal was so good. Um, so we'll stay there. And the first week is just based on staying put in Samra at the Phoenix Resort. So we'll have a daily schedule that will consist of breakfast. So breakfast is included on everything, everywhere. Breakfast, and then some time for the program for people that want to do the program. There's all kinds of things to do in Samra, so you can stick with the program as much as you want, and you can also, like Don and Debbie, you can feel free to just go off on your own program at any time. There's lots of things to do there. So, um, and then each apartment has a kitchen. So on the first day, we go to the farmer's market, which is really nice. And they have pokey and fruit and all kinds of yummy stuff. And so it's a great time to just grab some stuff, keep it in your apartment because lunches, we can do whatever, you can do whatever you want for lunches. So most people, they get some pokey and chips and some fruit and stuff like that. So you can walk down the beach and sit at a cafe if you want. It's very flexible. And then at nights, we go out to dinner, which is for me, I love that part because these restaurants on the water are just like in Greece, just like in Scala. They're so quaint and wonderful. The food's delicious, the drinks are delicious. Um, then there'll be activities kind of interspersed in, and then probably some more program time, an hour or two in the afternoon, and then dinner, and then different things we'll do after dinner too. So the activities in Samra, some of the activities are overlapping in places. So if you miss it one place, you could probably catch it in another place. But the activities, there'll be a boat, dolphin whale watching boat ride, sunset ride, which we did, and there were dolphins, lots of dolphins. It was really cool. There'll be kayaking. Excuse me. There'll be kayaking. There will be an ATV tour for those of you that like that. It was, I think it was my most fun thing I did. And I love ATVs, but riding an ATV really through these jungle trails, through the jungle, is so cool. And one of the things I love so much for me, I didn't care if I got muddy. And that was like, look, I don't even care. I'm getting muddy. I had water shoes and you just splash in the mud and up it comes. And I didn't care, which is not like me. Normally, it's like, I don't want to get my hair messed up. I don't want to get dirty. No, I didn't care. So, um, and then we get down to the beach in it, and there's one driver and one rider. So if you don't want to drive and somebody else wants to drive, you could ride. I actually thought about seeing if they could provide some guys that would ride and drive and let us ride in the back, because there are parts of it that are on the road and stuff, and I'm comfortable, but I thought if you've never done it before, it's maybe a bit much to get on an ATV, because they're the motorcycle kind that have, I think, four wheels and a motorcycle, but you're still riding in traffic just a short bit of the time. And the rest is on paved roads and the jungle. And then, of course, we crossed the river in it, which was, I mean, floating across the river. So that was fun. Um, there's zip lining. Um, and the village is just super cute. There's, just nice little shops and just sitting on the waterfront. It's just a cute place. But it's set up, particularly price wise, it's set up that I didn't want to price out and assume that everyone wanted to do all the activities, because not everybody's going to want a zip line. I know that. There was only four of us that zip lined. The rest didn't want a zip line, and I know not everybody's going to want an ATV. So I really just couldn't budget it out. I didn't want to assume everybody's going to want to do everything. So I did a base price, and then certain of those activities, if you want to do them, you just pay the venue directly and you can do them. So that's how it's set up. And lunches and dinners, it's also just too hard to budget lunches and dinners. People eat differently. People want drink. Some people don't. It's just too hard. So I left those things out for you to have your own discretion on how you want to spend your money, basically. Um, so after on the 6th, we go from the 23rd. On the 29th, if anybody's there that isn't coming on part two, they will be departing. So far, everybody's coming on part two. Alex, he's part of the reason why I wanted to come back again. He was the driver that Kim, the owner of the Phoenix, hired. He used to live in Arizona, the nicest guy, loves his country, so much patriotism and joy and love of his country. I don't know if you know this, but Costa Rica doesn't have an army. There's no military in Costa Rica. They take really good care of their people. Their taxes are high. They take care of their people, health care, everything. And so there's a lot of kind of happy people around, which is really nice. Also, I've traveled a lot, but I think I had the most culture shock coming back from Costa Rica, because you're in this lush, rich, moist, amazing place. It feels almost like a different world. There's critters everywhere and animals in the trees, and people are friendly and nice. And when I got back, I just felt a little like, whoa, that was really something else. So, and I've been to a lot of countries. So it's really quite an experience. So we take off. Alex gets us in the van. It's a nice van. And that day is a long drive. It's not 8 hours. It's not 8 hours. And we break it up. I want to say 5 hours or something. And it's broken up. He knows all the spots to stay at. So Costa Rica is surprisingly expensive as far as like restaurants and hotels. Like you'd think it's like Mexico or South America where it's cheap. It's not. It's almost pretty much equivalent to here, to California, to the States. But he knows the local places, because I asked him, how do people that live here, how do they eat? So we stop at some of the local places, and they're yummy food and they're really great. So he's always got our back. He is the nicest person. He shares all kinds of stories and information, and he's scanning the trees while driving safely. He owns the transportation company, but while driving safely. But we stop on the road whenever a toucan, sloth, or monkey is spotted. We stop and we have a photo shoot, which I personally absolutely love. So, I mean, he found toucans, which was really amazing. And he knows all the special things. there's a slight hill in one particular spot that's a downhill, and we're driving. And he said, "Okay, look at this." And we're going down the hill, slight hill, and he puts it in neutral, and we rolled up the hill. And he said, "There's a magnetic thing that happens right here. That's the only place in the world." And so we, just things like that that you wouldn't know. And he's like, "How can I make your time even more amazing? Do you want one of those coconuts? Let me go get you a coconut water," like that. So such a gentleman. So he's just got our backs. So he's going to drive us from place to place. So we go to Monteverdi first, which is up in the cloud forest, and I loved being in Monteverdi. It's up in the mountains, it's cloudy, like that's why it's a cloud forest, and it's so lush. And there we're going to go to Salvatura Park, where they have they're hanging bridges. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but they're solid. They're not swinging bridges. They're solid. They they feel good, and they're really high up in through the forest. And if you look at the pictures, I'm looking at your face, Natalie. It's if they're not they're solid bridges to walk on, so it didn't feel scary at all to me, but I can't speak for you. And you can always pass if you want. And so we go on this nice hike through there. And Claire, I think you were going to lead us. This is a really wonderful place. Claire was going to lead us at some point on a silent kind of tuning in walk. So, and again, we
Very
can
well.
walk with Claire and do that or not, right? And it could be there, it could be somewhere else. Yeah, we were with some people just wanted to be quiet and just because it's really magical walking. It's really cool. And some people wanted to chat. And so the people that wanted to be quiet went up ahead and got what they wanted, and other people chatted. So that's how the whole trip will be. Just have it your way. So we'll do that. And that's where the sloth sanctuary is. Um, they're animals that were injured, and they got medical treatment, and they feel like they can't release them back because they're not prepared to be in the wild anymore. So they have this beautiful sanctuary that they live in, and they happen to all be out and about. Sometimes they're curled up and you can't really see except a ball of hair. But oh my God, and I took a lot of pictures and videos of sloths. I love them. So we'll go to the sloth sanctuary. And then last time I walked by the iris garden, and we didn't have time to go. And I'm like, I want to go. I'm not irises, orchids. There's hundreds of variations of orchids. And I want to see the orchid garden personally. So we're going. Um, and then the next stop is, and also the hotels there are built like in the jungle. I took a video just to get the audio from the outside of our hotel room. It was so loud with, whatever. They're not crickets or I don't know what the sounds are, but it's so loud. And there could be monkeys, what's that in the tree? And you look out and like it's monkeys swinging around, and it's really cool. So that's Monteverdi. Then we're going to go to La Fortuna, which I didn't go last time, but I asked Alex, where would you take us? So we're going to La Fortuna and Rio Celeste. So some of the activities, there'll be horseback riding available. We can kind of decide what people want to do. It's possible we could do different things if two people want a horseback ride. And there's river tubing, which was really fun. And the guides I was like looking backward at this young guide, masterfully taking us linked together. I think there was three of us through these rapids, like expertly. It was fun doing that. So I felt safe, and it was really exciting. So we'll do that. And then this year we're doing another thing, which I didn't do last time. We're going to go and visit the tribe, the Malaku tribe. So it's the indigenous tribe there, and they have a tour, and we're going to go spend some time with them, which I'm excited about. One of the hotels we're going to stay at, the Etoile, which we stay at Etoile. Did I say it right? Etoile? Okay.
Yeah.
She is Costa Rican. Her husband's French, and they have a jungle hotel that's, oh my God, I love it so much. And we'll have dinner there. The dinner, fish wrapped in probably banana leaves, palm leaves, something cooked in palm leaves, and just a beautiful restaurant and delicious food. And they're very gracious, wonderful hosts. So we'll be staying there. There's a pool there too. Um, and then final at the end, we were going to stay at these thermal spas, but I'm going to wait and see who's actually going to be on the trip and when you're departing. Because if you have to fly out really early, last year we went all the way back to Liberia and we stayed right in Liberia, so it was quick and easy to just get to the airport. So we stopped at the thermal spas. So we'll either stop and enjoy the thermal spas or we'll stay overnight at the thermal spas, depending on people's flights. So, but one way or the other, we'll enjoy the thermal spas, and you can get a massage there and stuff. You can also get a massage on the first week on the beach. You can. There's a great massage therapist that comes and just does you right on the beach. But it's not cheap like Thailand. Thailand, I think I got one of those for $4 or something. This is, I think, $100. Everything's in dollars, so it's a regular equivalent to kind of a regular price. Um, okay, questions. What questions do you have, Brigitte?
So two important one. Is it American dollars or Costa Rican dollars? That would be
American dollars.
American dollars.
Yeah, you can use American dollars the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes life easier. No need to change. Perfect.
Much easier.
Yeah, the second one would be when you're done answering different questions, then it's the transfer. If one wants to arrive in Liberia a few days before, can we connect to the person who might
absolutely
get her there, get us there, and not pay an arm and a leg? Because I saw some for like $400.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No. And the more people we can lump together to transfer out, because it's a van, so you just go together and we'll match people up the best we can, and you just go and split the cost. It's not that much. No.
Okay, because I'm looking at the 19th, I think.
Yeah, we're going to get there on the 22nd, so there's not that much. It's not really that much to do in Liberia, just so you know. I'll give you Alex's number. You can say, I'm with Jody's trip. I'm coming earlier. Is there anything for me to do? Because it's not, you might, I don't know. Talk to Alex. It's not like that's a hot spot that you want to just like go explore around. I don't think, but you can ask him.
But it's the beach, right? I can relax.
Yeah, ask him. You might want to get out to Samra and do it in Samra, because that's like the relax at the beach. And there's also other places that might be really nice for you to stop at along the way, perhaps. Yeah, but he'll hook you up with everything. He'll tell you the hotels. He'll hook you up. Yeah. Okay, Christopher.
How many places are we going to stay the second week? How many hotels?
We're staying in Monteverde, La Fortuna, Rio Celeste, and then the night before the airport. 4.
Okay, so 4 different places to sleep. Yeah, okay. And how many nights are that in every hotel? It's 2 or something?
If you give me a second, I can look at my spreadsheet.
Well, it's not important. It's just to have an
I
idea.
I do have it organized here. So it is 2 nights in Monteverde, 2 nights in La Fortuna, 2 nights in Rio Celeste, and 1 the night before the airport. How's that?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
I booked an extra night in San Jose because I didn't want to drive from baggages, or what was it?
Pegasus, but it might be Liberia, depending on where people are staying and where our last night will be.
Didn't want to stress go home with a flight the same day, so I'm having a night in San Jose, or a day too, because my flight is in the evening the day after.
So you might want to connect with Claire and just see if there's some way you want to coordinate, because you're both going back to San Jose.
Absolutely.
What day are you flying back, Chriser?
I'm having a flight the 7th.
The 7th.
Would you guys be able to? Can you guys?
So I go to from the 5th when we are finished. I go to San Jose, having a hotel and stay there, the in the afternoon or evening, and then the next day, and then I'll have the flight in the night, the
Are
evening.
you guys okay with
We'll
just
talk about
connecting
it
on
between us.
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
We will
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Vicky.
I have two questions as well. One, is there internet service? And
Yes.
do we need to bring like a special
No,
plug-in or no?
not for Wi-Fi. For Wi-Fi, no. You mean
Okay.
like just data? Wait,
No, I just need, my students are taking an exam on the 20th, I think. So I just need to be able to check my email.
there's Wi-Fi. There's
Okay.
Wi-Fi. And
Okay.
worst case, some of the outer hotel might be a little, I was okay there, but some people, but you just come to the big house, which is where Claire and I are staying in the house, and there's good internet. Yeah, because Kim, who owns it, she lives there part of the year. She's quite a business person. So
Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
And
And all
and
the hotels have Wi-Fi.
okay. And
Yeah.
then I thought I heard you say that the first trip, there's only 6 rooms available, or did I misunderstand that?
Oh, you didn't. 6 rooms.
Oh, so if everybody chooses a single room, only 6 people can go. Is that correct?
Well, so far, Brigitte and Natalie are sharing a room. And we have, I think most people want their own room, but they're kind of open to sharing. I will tell you, they are apartments, and each apartment has a bedroom with 2 beds, and in the main part of the apartment, a bed, either a bed, a futon. So if it's just the sleep part that you want to have your own space, it is pretty possible to, keep all your stuff in the room, share, and then when it comes time to go to bed, one person sleeps out, one person sleeps in the bedroom, which
Okay,
is
yeah,
nice.
it's really nice. I've gone to conferences before and learned that people snore. And it's like I'm up all, I get a few hours of sleep. And then I've
Yeah.
also been told that I snore, but I live alone, so no one ever says
You have
anything.
to bring good earplugs. I think that's very important anyway, also
Yes.
because there will
Yeah.
be a lot of sound in Costa Rica, I've heard. Or,
Oh, good.
The waves.
there's not quiet anyways. The animals are saying sounds all the time, and people are snoring, and music is playing. So I think there's a lot of noise, a lot of sounds.
And
Thank
literally
you.
the waves are crashing. You're right.
Yeah,
We're right on the water.
yeah.
So that sound also.
Good earplugs.
But earplugs will just make everything wonderful. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
These
So
AirPods,
my
if you have AirPods, you can have them on the. They close down for everything. It's
That's what
really good.
Donna, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have the noise canceling.
so my
Right.
second part of that question is the second week also only 6 rooms available? Or since we're going to different
Mm.
hotels, are there more? So if you did a double on the first week, could you do a single on the second week?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. There's one place we're staying that is not just where there's like Monteverde, there's hotels around. If we can't get one in our hotel, you can get one in the next hotel. But the Hotel Etoile, it's in the jungle. So that is limited. Right now I've got the whole hotel booked out. So um I have the room count and everything. So we have flexibility as long as there is flexibility. But if I know that ahead of time, Vicky, I can just that's blocked out and that's what you get if that's what you want.
Okay. So is there any way, like, let's say I do a double, is there any way to ask the other person how loud they are? I know that
Yeah,
sounds really
well,
weird.
Chriser has the same concern. Chriser's wants a single, but double is definitely more affordable, particularly in the first part of the trip because it's you one person or 2 people and there's nothing I can do about it. So you guys could talk, Heidi. I don't know what you're wanting to do yet, but you guys, I can do a group. Anybody that knows that they want to come, I can create a group WhatsApp so you can have people's information. And then you could inquire, you could get on a call and, have a conversation about matching each other. It's one thing I did learn from my last Greece trip. that I cannot take on the responsibility of making sure everybody is happily matched because it's too much for me. I can't make everybody happy, and it was way too much what I tried to do last time. So now I let people kind of match themselves. Otherwise, I'm happy to match you, but you might not have a choice. But I think everybody here, we're going to, everybody's nice enough. So it's just a matter of sleeping compatibility,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Soraya.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to answer something that I thought Vicky might have been asking. The outlets are the same as what we use. It's not like in Europe where you need different
No,
prongs or whatever. It's
A
the
converter.
same yeah, you don't need a converter. It's the same
no,
plug that
no,
we
it's kind of
use in the
easy.
US.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
easy.
that I think that might have been part of your question. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so you mentioned Rio Celeste, but you
Yeah.
didn't say specifically what is there. I don't kn- I've never I don't I'm not familiar with that place or what's what's there.
Um, that's where we're going to do the Malaku tribe. And
Oh, okay.
there's a hike to Tenario National Park also. There's chocolate and coffee tours. We can decide what we want to do, chocolate or coffee. Um,
Both.
there's a sloth farm there also. So depending on the
Okay.
group, I'm not locking us into particular things. For example, me picking coffee or chocolate when I could pick chocolate and you all want coffee. So, or you might want both, and then we have to, we'll figure out. So Alex is ours, so we can do what we want. Once we hit it, we can look at the time and we want chocolate, we want coffee, we want to split up and he'll drop you guys there and you guys there. You want a horseback ride, but you want a river tube. So I think it'll work out because the group's not going to be that big. I think we can just accommodate what people want, is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
great. I just didn't place that with the description of what we were going to be doing. So now it just my brain is happy now. It's like, oh, that's
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
there. Okay,
Yeah. And
great.
I'll do a more specific itinerary also. It's just I do want to build in some flexibility as well. So and then also we want to have some time to meet with Claire and, take a look at what's going on with the program too for people that want to. And if people don't want to, there's all kinds of other things to do. One other optional thing, and then I'd like to turn it back over to Claire.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, one more thing I want to say. So there's I want to say it's a treehouse restaurant. I'm going to just go with that right now. There's two treehouse restaurants in Monteverdi, surprisingly enough. One of them is in the middle of Monteverdi, and it's literally built around this huge tree. Like the stairs inside are built around the tree, and it is the best vibe and the most delicious food. We'll definitely go there. It was one of my good memories of traveling. The other one is an experience. I don't know. I did it because I wanted to just say I did it, but it's $100 meal. And it is like something unlike anything I've ever done. It was a 5-course meal. It's built up in the cloud forest in this glass restaurant perched on the side of the mountains. And it's literally, I've just never had that experience before. So for me, I did it once, I'm good, but it just depends on what you like and how you feel about spending $100 on dinner. But they come in with these really gourmet, like, I took lots of pictures of the food. So when the time comes, I can show you the pictures so you can kind of have a sense, but it was quite a dining experience for anybody that wants to do that. So that's also available. Big splurge. Okay. Any pressing questions about that? And then yeah,
Debbie, I think, had a question.
Heidi?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Debbie?
I had a quick question about bugs and mosquitoes and stuff.
Yes. Yes. Yes, there are.
Okay.
Yes. What seemed to work really well is that there's these insect repellent wipes. If I
Yeah.
don't get bit, I can be in the middle of swarms. I don't get bit. Sorry, I don't know why. But The people
Lucky
that did
you.
get bit, they had these wipes, and it really, instead of the spray, the wipes seemed to be really good, but absolutely come prepared. I do have pictures for anybody that's hanging out at the end, and also even if you're not, I could give you access to my photo album because I have some pictures I was going to show you of the critters and the different things that I encountered on the trip. Anybody that stays on can see those pictures. But yes, good question. Yes.
What about temperature?
Good question. It is, uh, let's just say I asked Kim before I left to go to Costa Rica if there were blow dryers in the room, and she laughed at me. Why is that?
Humidity?
Forget your hair. Chrissy, I'm sorry. You got hair. You're going to have to just forget it. Bring a hat. I bought one of my favorite hats there. It's only one I saw in anywhere in Costa Rica. I'll show you where it is. I know where I got it in Monteverde. And Debbie, you'll like it too because it's really colorful and says Costa Rica in the front. You just have to forget it. You're going to be moist. So, you know what I mean? If you shift your expectation to thinking you're going to stay dry and then when you get moist it's a problem, just forget it. You're going to be moist. That's it. Everything's moist and you just get used to it. The hotel, and I'll show you pictures, the hotel has a pool, we spent a lot of time in the pool. The whole group, we love the pool. There's the ocean, you can jump in anytime. People walk around. In fact, we got laughed at because one evening on our way to dinner, there were some of us, to tell the truth, that it started drizzling and we put up umbrellas. And the people that lived there rode their bikes by and just cracked up. They thought it was the funniest thing. It's kind of like Hawaii at times. You get wet, then you dry off. You can jump in the ocean and then just spend the rest of the day in your bathing suit in town if you want to. Yeah. That was another thing like splashing in the mud that I kind of had to like, okay, that's what hats are for, you guys. That's what hats are for. Okay. All right. Yeah, Vicky. Oh, you're muted.
Do you have a list of things that we should bring, such as you're mentioning that you do?
Yes,
Okay.
happy to give you a list.
Okay. Is it online?
I can put it online. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
There should be a lot of different clothes for different temperatures. There's a lot of different temperatures in Monteverde. It's colder, and
Yes.
it
Montana
should
is cold,
be just
but not that cold.
no,
But it's cool. Yeah,
or
but
a
not like a
jacket.
big winter jacket, but a long sleeve shirt and like a jeans jacket or whatever is probably good.
I read that last week they have been through a really cold time. They haven't seen such a cold time there. Somebody talked about snow in the high mountains. They never seen
Yeah,
it before.
weather
So
is
the weather
changing.
is shifting different ways, also in Costa Rica.
It is.
And
And remember,
when the raining season,
if you get stuck, you can always buy a sweatshirt or something, but this time of the year is really good because the big heat is calming down and the wet season is wet. So at the time last year, it kind of rains a lot in the evening and at night. You just kind of go with the patterns. It's just going to rain, So we did have umbrellas. We probably just didn't need to put them up for the drizzle, but we did. And you just plan around that. We were going to have an outdoor party one night. We moved it into the house because it was raining. So yeah, you're just kind of juggling that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, Heidi.
Yeah, so I haven't thought about looking into flying into San Jose. If I were to do that, how would I get to?
Can I talk to you about that privately so we don't take the time right now?
Okay.
We can talk right after this, as a matter of fact. Okay. Um, you're going to be coming in a day early. So is Claire. Claire's taking the shuttle. So, um, okay, Claire, is there anything else you want to talk about as far as just what you're offering and kind of what the opportunity will be for people to to participate? Donna, you guys could go if you want, or if you're curious, stick around.
Yeah, I think there is a possibility during the first week, really to, yeah, maybe create circles and to hold space and to see what we would like to let go of in order to let in what needs to be received. And I have the possibility to offer one-on-one guidance or Akashic readings. I can do that in a group setting as well, but also individually to see what could be meaningful for you according to your specific path and what your soul is ready to remember,
Does
what
everyone know what that word is? The
you relieve.
Akashic records? Does anybody? So Natalie,
No.
okay, you want to
It's
just speak a word
yeah,
about it?
it's a way to access the deeper story of her soul, past, presence, and future, and it holds her emotions, emotional imprints, and an ancestral thread as well. So it's a bit library that holds the path of her soul, to put it that way.
It's pretty incredible, you guys. Even if it's not your thing, you can still have your reading. And when you have a reading, you just take what resonates with you. Like, oh my God, that really makes sense to who I know myself to be, or, not so much. Take the information or don't take the information, but it's an opportunity to kind of hear from someone that can tune in really well to this.
It's a story that resonates with your path and that reveals what needs to be revealed according to what you're ready to experience. So to and it's something that you're more than welcome to experience. And I'll be offering those sessions, especially during the first week of the trip, where we'll all be together in the same location. So that will make it easier. And it's also aligned with the title of the retreat, that is to realign with our inner compass and how to tune in and tap into that and find the clarity, reconnect with that inner clarity. So creating space and holding space for it. And the second week will be more dedicated to uh, taking actions towards that. Now that it has been revealed, what actions and sustainable actions can I take in my life in order to create that, in order to live accordingly with what has been revealed. So that would be the idea. First, we tap into a more feminine energy where we're receptive, we receive, we remember. And the second week will be more action oriented with practical tools that I can share as well as a coach. So it will be available for you as you wish, and it can be really tailored to what you need.
And we'll have a lot of support from one another too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, you uncover and reveal the things that are blocking you and that are in your way and the things you've got to let go of in order to move forward on your path. And I think of the Akashic Records also as it helps you understand your life purpose kind of thing, your life purpose. So you can see, am I in track with where I'm supposed to be? And that's what I think of as alignment. Am I aligned with my life purpose or not? Because if you're not, it's that feeling that things are just not quite clicked. They're just not quite, don't feel aligned, So yeah,
To gain clarity.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
to
Yeah.
get
what I'm really looking forward for, really, also.
Yeah.
I think it when I read it in the program, I think it was so exciting. And I think, yeah, I'm really looking forward for that. And I hope that we are gonna sit in circles too. And
yes.
Yeah.
both, I think it's, yeah,
Because it's a co-creation then also with a group, huh? And that's how beautiful transformation can happen. And from what I've experienced, when women gather together, uh,
exactly.
what can emerge can be truly beautiful. So I look forward
Yes.
to that.
I'm so grateful you're all here. I actually, I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm actually excited. I haven't kind of felt this yet because I've been in the planning and doing but this is the first time that I feel the excitement, and I'm really looking forward to this very much. And I hope that, if anybody wants to talk to me privately, you have questions, any concerns, anything that you want to talk about, please do, if you would, in your own ways, if you're comfortable to share it with your friends so that we can at least fill the trip, that would be nice. We have 8 spots left on the first week. So, it's not a big trip, so there's not that many spots. You're Brigitte, yeah, 8 spots. So yeah. Anything else anybody wants to say? Any other questions? Oh, I do have pictures. Raise your hand if you want to see my pictures, and I can go through them. I'll go through them quickly. So,
A
okay,
quick question before you
yeah.
start with the
I'm
photos.
saying,
You said you were
okay.
going to put the information like, the what to pack or whatever, and maybe people's names, emails, and phone numbers in the sheet thing, like in Google.
Yeah, who wants to be on that? I'll just do a WhatsApp group for now, just so that you can, even if you're trying to decide if you want to do it, and you can always leave the group. You just leave the group if you're done, if you want to check it out and then you want to leave the group. So does everybody want to be on that, or I can leave out anybody that wants to not be on that?
What's
Okay, because we're going to have it anyway. We have WhatsApp groups on the trips because we have to be able to connect with each other.
what's it called? What's up?
Oh, WhatsApp is it's an app, it's a communication app that is really easy to use. You can post a lot of pictures on there. You can add and remove people really easily. So I use WhatsApp.
So we just have to load it on our phone.
Yeah, and
It's
then
like text.
I'll invite you. Just make sure you see the notifications on it. Yeah. Bernadette, did you want to be on that or not? I didn't see it. Okay. All right. And just if you don't want to, just remove yourself. Okay. So I'll do the rest of the stuff and I'll put it up on the website and I'll let you know um when it's up. Yeah. And if you want to talk about travel and where to stay, I'm going to share Alex's number with you, Brigitte. He's lovely. So just message him and let him help you decide what you want to do.
Okay,
So
because I need to book.
we will be in Samra a day early. Chriser, Claire, me, maybe Heidi. I'm not sure what she's up to at the moment, but we'll be there. We have the big house the day before. If everybody can't fit, there's other places around. I think the hotel is being used by a group before, so we can't go into the rooms early, but we do have the house. So there's a couch and, we could maybe file in there for one night or something. Okay. Any other questions? Awesome. You guys, it's so nice to see you today. And yeah, Super Bowl's starting in 15 minutes. Woo! Only kidding. But I do appreciate your time and my apologies again for those of you that already know are on the trip that I didn't let know about this. I
Where
apologize.
did you? No, yeah. So
I meant to put it on the newsletter. Make sure well you'll all be on the mailing list, so just make sure you get to see the Lesbian Getaways newsletters that come out. But now I'll be in communication with you in the group when I have updates and whatever. So just, make sure you see it where you can see the notifications.
you make this WhatsApp group now? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll make it
Okay.
now. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
And then you can also, what we'll do once I make it, just respond and say, this is Vicky, this is my number. Like say this is Vicky, so we can know whose numbers goes to who. Yeah.
And merci, Claire. That was very helpful to hear you explain and give some information about the work you're going to provide for us to work on. Thanks.
Yes. Good. Good. I'm really excited. I'm so excited to travel with Claire. That's the thing about my tour partners, right? They're people I really like. I can't wait to try to get to know Claire. I can't wait to get to know all of you, but that's what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
look forward to it. Thank you.
Any final parting words, Claire?
No, I'm available if you have any question, of course. You can also reach out to me, to Jody. So we we're here for that. So be welcome.
Awesome. And if you know you want to come, please just try to register sooner than later because there's 8 spots and I'm about ready to start blasting it out. So, all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Have an amazing Sunday. Good to see everybody.
You too.
And thank you. And Heidi, if you want to call me, we can talk now or stay on.
I stay on.
Yeah. Let me stop the recording. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Great day. Good evening.